Welcome to Stasvissen. Now, today I'm doing a bit of scavenging. The idea is to scavenge in a safe place, so I'm excluding derelicts because you can occasionally stumble upon hostiles in there. Instead, we're gonna be focusing on mining outposts. The idea is to scavenge as valuable items as possible and not store piles and heaps of trash that most of these boxes around the stations have. It's not to say that there isn't worth in those little small items that have a small amount of value, but it's just trying to keep our eye on the price, on the big things, and not really go into transferring all the inventory from the box into our ship. Let's start with a trial run. I picked a station somewhere on Lowville, and I'm gonna grab as much of goodies as I can. Why is it always windy on Lowville? I never get it. And why is it always so powerful, like your tractor walks like it's had a stroke? Okay then, the goodies. Let's get to all the goodies. Goodies are here, goodies are there, goodies are everywhere. There's actually not that much in here, so I'm gonna grab the multi-tools, their attachments. Not gonna grab any of the pots, or any of these, whatever they are. And I'm gonna also not grab the foods and drinks. That leaves us with clothes, tools, armors, attachments. Mainly things that have potentially some value. If it's a red crate, you know you've hit gold because there's some sweet goodies in there usually. Now, the most valuable things here are going to be heavy armors, and I believe these arms are actually rather useless, these black ones. I could even store them in my light armor if I'm correct. There's something weird going on with them. The white crates, they are low value, while the red ones, they have all those sweet things, or may have those sweet things. This first one here, it is a test run. And that's why I'm not sure I picked up the most valuable items. I'm pretty sure Tammy and Sons will pay me quite nicely for the things I've gathered. Doing this of course won't be maximizing your time to make maximum profits, but it's a good little nifty thing that we can do, scavenge the old boxes and everything like that. The gloves are rather worthless, but just look at those pants, the coat, the shirt. Those are some rather expensive items. The black arm armors, as I assumed, they are worthless, but I'm rather surprised that the light armor pants are worth half as much as some goddarn overcoat. The under armor is more worth than the armor, and the med gun is perhaps also worth more than some of these armor pieces. I grabbed rather specific items, and my actual profit from selling all of this trash was 5,674 AUEC. Now then, my objective is pretty much the same, so I am going or landing on Magda, and I'm going to visit both of these mining stations. I'm going to grab as much of the goodies as I can. I'm going to exclude boots, gloves, and helmets this time, and I'm still going to try to grab the med guns, the attachments, all these things of that nature. It almost feels like this place is empty. There's not much to loot, there's not many boxes, there's not much to go about. This place is emptier than usual, and the boxes aren't really filled with that many acceptable goodies. So I guess this first one was a bust, but fortunately we have a second station as well. There is usually a high number of crates in these little mining stations. Usually it's the heaps of these white crates that you find. I was in luck with the second one. There's quite a bit of goodies in here. There's too many armors in these little red boxes that you may find. And occasionally you can get even lucky and find yourself with something like this. The little yellow mining helmet. Now that one is worth a lot of money. The black armors, once again along this time with the black helmet, aren't really worth my time. Now this is probably one of the most valuable items in here. Sadly, there weren't that many little white boxes. There weren't that many white boxes, but we did get a couple of the red ones. It actually looks like there aren't too many things that I found. Some of these are high value. For example, the clothes. We can basically assume each one of them is around 500. Maybe not for the pants. The helmet, I'm hoping that's 1000. The arms, probably another 400 or so. The light arms, probably 250. Two of them. I can only assume that I made somewhere between 7 to 8,000. Scavenging is a tricky business. You never know what you're gonna get, what you're gonna find. But what you want is the high valued items, the specific items. You know that the armors are worth it, the med tools, the pyro multi-tools. The idea even with scavenging is to use your time effectively. You don't want to transfer everything. I mean, there's a lot of worth in there. If you would deliver it all, you would earn quite a bit of money. But then again, how long would it take you to get these items to your local inventory and to your ship inventory? It could take another 10 minutes to transfer these things around. time you could be going to another station looking for other items to scavenge and just utilize on the high valued items. But let's see, how much did I earn for around 25 minutes I spent? Whoa, that coat is worth a lot. The arms, quite nice. The helmet is worth more than I expected. The light armor arms are underpriced from what I wanted them to be, so we actually made more than I thought we would. Not all the attachments are worth a lot of money, but the mining attachment, almost 200, the medical attachment, 100. Sadly, we couldn't sell the pants, but in total, what we could sell, we earned 7,552. Okay, it did kinda hit my mark. I was expecting a bit too much, and the coat and the mining helmet helped me hit the nail on the head. Well, there is some money in non-combat engaged scavenging. So that is stations mainly. If I would have gone for the derelicts, I think I could have earned quite a bit more. But the idea was to do it avoiding any combat, any engagements, or even using your weapon whatsoever. I think for the safest form of scavenging, it actually earned you quite well. There was no hostile engagements, no bad scenarios going to happen. There was a possibility of discovering other players or players doing the trading, but not directly anything that would affect you. So in a way, it was a success. It's not really a way you're gonna get rich fast, but it's something to do and it's relatively safe. And if you truly want to go crazy, I mean, you can pick up everything and try to sell it all. Well, this was safe scavenging. I hope you have fun with it if you plan to do it, because it's rather dull. And anyways, thanks for watching.